Here is a unique, deep dive script tailored for an organic SEO-ranked video. It focuses on the story behind the injury, engaging the viewer with a narrative approach while naturally integrating the keywords. Video title: The Rookie Deep Dive. How a Simple Stunt Broke Shawn Ashmore. Midnight to 0:50, The Hook. Visuals: fast montage of Shawn Ashmore as Iceman in X-Men, then as Lamplighter in The Boys, showing him using powers and looking cool. Then, a sudden record scratch sound effect and a cut to his character, Wesley Evers in The Rookie looking stressed in a suit. Narrator: imagine being an X-Man. You've controlled ice, fought sentinels, and stood shoulder to shoulder with Wolverine. You've played a soup in The Boys, handling pyrotechnics and massive stunt sequences. You'd think after a career like that, a legal drama like The Rookie would be a walk in the park, right? Well, that's exactly what Shawn Ashmore thought. But it turns out the mean streets of Los Angeles, or at least the soundstages where they filmed them, are more dangerous than they look. In a recent reveal that shocked fans, the actor behind our favorite defense attorney, Wesley Evers, dropped a bombshell about a painful on-set disaster. It wasn't a car chase. It wasn't a shootout. As Ashmore put it, all I had to do was tackle a guy. Today, we're breaking down the painful injury Shawn Ashmore suffered on set, how he hid it from the cameras for days, and why this simple stunt went so horribly wrong. 0:50 to 1:10. Intro sequence. Visuals: The Rookie title card. Subscribe animation pops up. Text on screen: The Rookie behind the scenes. Narrator: welcome back to the channel, Rookie fans. If you love deep dives into the 7 Adam 15 life, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe right now so you don't miss any updates on Season 7 and beyond. Now let's get into the case of the broken defense attorney. 1:10 to 4 o'clock Part 1. The X-Man joins the LAPD. Visuals: clips of Wesley Evers in court, arguing with detailed legal jargon. Clips of him with Angela Lopez. Narrator: when Shawn Ashmore joined the cast of ABC's The Rookie, he was brought in to play Wesley Evers, a public defender with a heart of gold and a rebellious streak. His job was supposed to be the safe one. While Nathan Fillion's John Nolan and the other officers are dodging bullets and tackling perps, Wesley is usually fighting battles with his words in a courtroom. But as the seasons went on, Wesley got pulled deeper into the action. Especially in Season 4 and 5, the stakes got personal. We saw Wesley cross lines to protect his family, dealing with dangerous criminals like Elijah Stone. This meant Ashmore had to trade his briefcase for physical confrontations. Now, Shawn is no stranger to action. He spent years suspended on wires for the X-Men franchise. He knows how to take a hit. But there is a golden rule in Hollywood stunts. It's never the big dangerous stunts that get you. It's the simple ones you underestimate. 4 to 7:30 Part 2. All I had to do was tackle a guy. Visuals: Shawn Ashmore speaking at a convention panel, Epic Con Chicago. 1, 2, 3, 4 photos of the cast laughing together. Narrator: the story came out during a cast panel at Epic Con Chicago. The cast was sharing war stories about their time filming. Melissa O'Neill talked about a concussion, and Eric Winter mentioned some bumps and bruises. But then Shawn Ashmore grabbed the mic and told a story that made the whole audience wince. He set the scene. It was a standard action beat. The script called for Wesley to defend his home. A henchman breaks in, your typical bad guy with a gun, and Wesley needs to act fast. The direction was simple. Shawn recalls thinking, all I had to do was tackle a guy. Not even tackle, push him over a couch. Sounds easy, right? It's TV magic. You run up, you give a shove, the stuntman flies backward, and the director yells cut. But here is the variable Shawn didn't account for. The stuntman. According to Ashmore, the actor playing the henchman was short, maybe 5 feet 6 inches, but he was built like a tank. Shawn described him as 250 pounds of solid muscle. 7:30 to 10 o'clock Part 3. The Lightning Bolt. Visuals: slow-motion reenactment or stock footage of a collision. X-ray graphic effect over a chest/rib cage. Narrator. Cameras roll. The director yells, "Action!" The adrenaline kicks in. This is the danger zone for actors. When the adrenaline is pumping, you tend to move faster and hit harder than you practiced. Shawn sprinted at the henchman to shove him over the couch. He hit the guy. But the guy didn't move. Shawn described the sensation vividly. "I ran into him and I felt a lightning bolt go through my whole body. It wasn't a thud. It was a crack. It was like running full speed into a brick wall." But because they were in the middle of a take, Shawn didn't drop to the ground. He finished the scene. He shoved the guy, the scene ended, and he walked off. Narrator. This brings us to our first major keyword topic. The reality of a Shawn Ashmore the rookie injury. In Hollywood, you don't want to be the guy who stops production. Time is money. So Shawn did what many actors do. He ignored it. He told the stunt coordinator, "Man, that hurt. I think I bruised a rib." The stunt coordinator, probably used to seeing bumps and bruises, agreed with the self-diagnosis. They figured it was just a bruise. Shawn Ashmore finished the rest of the 12-hour shooting day with a broken bone, wincing every time he took a breath. 10 to 12:45 Part 4. The 5-Day Secret. Visuals. Calendar flipping pages. Shawn Ashmore looking tired in interviews. Narrator. You would think, after the adrenaline wore off and the pain set in, he would go to the ER. Nope. Shawn went home. He told his wife, "I'm in pain," but he refused to see a doctor. For 5 days he walked around, went to work, and lived his life with a shattered rib. Anyone who has ever had a rib injury knows how excruciating this is. You can't laugh, you can't cough, and you can't sleep lying down. Finally, his wife, Dana, had enough of his complaining. She forced him to go to the hospital. The X-ray results came back, and the doctor looked at him like he was crazy. It wasn't a bruise. He had cleanly broken his rib. He had been walking around for nearly a week with a Wesley Evers stunt accident that should have had him on bed rest. 12:45 to 14:30 Part 5. The aftermath and the show must go on. Visuals. Clips of the rookie season April 5th. Behind-the-scenes photos of the set. Narrator. So how did this affect the show? If you go back and rewatch episodes from Season 4, which is when co-star Alyssa Diaz suggests this happened, look closely at Wesley Evers. There were days where he had to film courtroom scenes or domestic scenes with Angela while holding his breath to avoid pain. This is the rookie behind-the-scenes magic we rarely hear about. We see the characters looking cool and collected, but the actors are often taped up, limping, or in Ashmore's case, holding their ribcage together through sheer willpower. It's a testament to Ashmore's professionalism, or maybe just his stubbornness. 14:30 to 15:30. Conclusion and outro. Visuals. Montage of Shawn Ashmore smiling, the cast hugging. Text overlay. Respect for the cast.